Good morning. I'm sitting here in Memphis, Tennessee, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's already 80 degrees, and the humidity is probably way up there because as soon as I walked out, kind of stuck to me if you know much about humidity. But that's okay. I enjoy sitting out here, so here I am. Um, to be honest, I've been an anxious person. When I say I understand your anxiety, it's because I really do. Uh, Anxiety is real. Um, we feel it, can't deny it. Uh, Most situations that are trouble, uh, anxiety's right behind that. And the advice, sadly, that I've given and been given, and it's not because it's not well intended. It just doesn't come with the directions. It doesn't come with an explanation. Usually, when someone's anxious, somebody else will say, "Oh, don't be anxious. Don't worry. Give it to God." Well, that's great advice. But when you're anxious, how in the world do you go about doing that? Well, this morning, I want to tell you not to be anxious. But I'm going to add two verses that explain basically how you go about not being anxious. And that's found in Philippians 4, 6, and 7. It says basically, don't be anxious for anything, but in prayer and supplication and thanksgiving, turn it over to God. And He will replace that anxiety with His peace, a peace that we on our own just cannot comprehend. Now, let's break that down just a little bit. When we're anxious, really before we're anxious, because you can't be anxious and then just cure. You've got to work on this. You've got to build up to it. You've got to have the faith. You've got to have the experience in your background to be thankful. You've got to be able to say, yes, God, I remember when. So, first of all, when we pray, and that's the first step, we need to pray. But when we pray, we need to pray specifically. Don't just say, oh, God, I'm anxious, take my anxiety away, and then boom, expect it to happen. It might, but that's not really the procedure here. What you do is this: you say, God, this is making me feel anxious. This issue, this problem. Explain the problem, tell him the problem, go over the problem. Um, Bare your heart and soul to him. He already knows, but it's going to help you to verbalize it. So be specific. Pray with specifics. Pray expecting an answer, thanking him in advance because you know that when we pray and we ask God within his will, he will answer. And he promises that he's with us. He promises to walk us through anything. He doesn't promise to take it away. Sometimes he does. He doesn't promise to take the consequences away. Sometimes he does. But he does promise always to be with us. And that's the key here. Remember what God has done for you in the past. And then I'm going to add something, and I think it's important. I learned it really in my struggles with alcohol. You need a prayer partner, someone that you can go to and say, this is what I'm praying for. This is what I'm praying about. Discuss it with that person. Pray with that person. Have that person point out in the past what God has done for you during your time of anxiety. These are all vital steps, in my opinion. So if you'll do these things, okay, I believe the good advice people give you when they say, oh, don't worry, just give it to God. You'll know what that means, and you will know how to get that peace that passes all understanding. Thank you, and have a very good day.